Good morning everyone. Today we will be reading about water treatment and silent features of water supply scheme. Okay. In the previous slide I have taught you about what are the uses of water and what is the necessity of the water supply scheme. Okay. So we will give a quick review on the necessity of the water supply and what are the uses of water supply. So we can say that there are 4 types of necessity of water supply scheme, and first is collection of water, conveyance of water, treatment of water and distributions of water. First the water is collected and it is transported from one place to another, and after that the water is treated in the various purposes. We can say coagulation, flocculation, sedimentations, filtration and disinfection. Okay, first coagulation and flocculation are the first step in the water treatment process, and the chemicals are added with the water. Okay, next is sedimentations. After the flocculation settles down at the bottom of the water supply due to its weight, the setting process is called sedimentations. After sedimentation is done, the filtration occurs. Once the flocculation has settled in the bottom of the water supply, the clear water on the top will pass through filters of various compositions, and pore sizes will be removed as the dissolved particles such as dust, bacteria, virus, etc. Okay. Next is disinfections. After water has been filtrated, a disinfectant may be added in order to kill any remaining particles or remaining bacteria or any virus, and to protect the water from germs. And then it is distributed or it is sent to the pipes. Okay. So first next is distributions of water. The distributions of water means after that the process of treatment is done, though we will distribute the water in the various sources, that is from houses we will distribute the water. Okay. Next we have read about what are the uses of water, and in the uses of water there are 4 types of uses of water. In uses of water we have read about agricultural purposes. In agricultural purposes we use 69% of water in agricultural purposes, and it is used to produce the foods, vegetables or any types of food purposes. Next is industrial purposes. It contains 22% of water, and in industries the water is very essential to us. And in domestic purposes it contains mainly 8% of water. It contains 8% of water, and in water it contains drinking purposes, washing purposes or any types of household purposes. And last is recreational purposes. It contains very small percentage of water. Okay. Next is water treatment. Okay. In water treatment, we first know in previous centuries some cities were able to collect the water which was safe for drinking purposes. Okay, in the previous days some cities are able to collect the water which have been safe for our drinking purposes, and most of the cities are unable to collect the safe water which lead to the waterborne diseases. Okay. In the previous we know that some cities collect the water from the tube wells, from the wells, and which is safe for the drinking of water, and some of the cities which have been left, they do not collect the safe water, and it leads to the waterborne diseases. So we can say that this is caused due to the necessity of the water treatment. Okay. After that the first type of treatment which was started, that is filtration of water. Okay. The engineers recognized the use and efficiency of water filtration. Okay, engineers first recognized the use and efficiency of water filtration, but due to financial difficulties most of the city councils did not start its use and save the human lives. Okay, but due to financial conditions some of the city did not start its use, and they saved the human lives. From 1980 the city's authorities started use of filters. Due to reduction in the diseases of the cities, having filters, other cities also started the treatment of water. Okay, after in the previous centuries, the treatment of water was not there. Next, the engineers recognized the use and efficiency of water treatment as a filtration, and after that, but due to financial conditions, some of the cities did not start its use. Okay, and they saved the human lives. But from 1980, the city authorities started use of filtrations, and due to reduction of the diseases in the cities, the filtration started us, and the other cities also started the treatment of water. Okay, so we can say that the amount of treatment depends on the quality of the sources. Okay, next is groundwater requires less treatment than the surface water. As we know, the groundwater requires less treatment than the surface water. Okay, next is silent features of water supply scheme. In the silent features of water supply scheme, we will first read about all these points. First is population forecasting and assessment of water demand, industrial demand, nature of public places, sources of water, quality of water, overhead, reservoir and distributions. Okay, in these features we will be read about. In population forecasting, we estimate the population of an area by using the mathematical method so as to get the population of the area after a certain number of years. Okay, means in population forecasting, we will estimate a population of an area by using a design method or any mathematical method to get the population of an area after a certain number of years. Okay, after future, we will get the population of area by using any mathematical method or any design method, so to get a future population of an area after number of years. Okay, next is assessment of water demand. Assessment of water demand means we estimate the amount of water required to satisfy a future populations. Means we estimate the amount of water which is to be required to satisfy the future populations. Next is industrial demand. We estimate the amount of water that a particular region will be needed if we forecast the establishment of industries in those areas. In industrial demand, we estimate the amount of water in the industries or the establishment of industries in those areas. Okay, next is nature of public places. In public places, we can say that is schools, colleges, hospitals, cinema halls and swimming pools. We will need a large amount of water, so as we to need calculate and estimate the water need of the public places. Okay, in the public places we learn such as schools, colleges, hospitals and cinema halls, swimming pools will need a large amount of water to estimate the amount of water in the public places. Next is sources of water. In the water supply scheme, the sources of water must be selected such that the cost of collection of water is minimum. Okay, in the water supply scheme, we use the sources of water which must be selected for the cost of collection of water which should be minimum. Next is quality of the water. Quality of water. When water is collected from a particular sources, it must be of a good quality before it is distributed to the population or industries or any types of purposes that we need it. Next is overhead reservoir and distributions. Overhead reservoir and distributions. The water supply schemes also plans for overhead reservoir to supply or distribute the water to the populations. Okay. In overhead reservoir and distributions, these schemes are distributed for the overhead reservoir to supply or distribute the water to the populations. Okay, to the amount of populations it distributes the water.